Hey, Pro Forum. Okay, so I'm created a new prop in the back of my studio, and this prop, I gotta tell you the crazy story how the whole thing came to be. It started a bunch of years ago when a group of us photographers were just kind of brainstorming about the most radical thing you could think about with high school senior portraits. And someone said, how about an outdoor shower? And well, I jumped on that like bees on honey. I mean, I found one, I bought it, I used it a lot. It was never really in the right spot where I had it. I mean, I used it, but it was never like awesome. It was just a shower. Well, sometime about, I don't know, 6 months, 8 months ago, maybe it was close to a year, a friend of mine who has kind of a wedding prop business, was thinning out their stock of wedding props. And one of the wedding props that they had was an old iron clawfoot tub that had like a little bluish tint to the edge of it. It's very pretty. Anyway, wanted to know if I wanted it. $50, $50 you can have it. I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. So I put that next to the shower, and I used it a little bit. I could never find the right spot for this stuff. So one day, while in the backyard of the studio, I decided that I would move it. And I was like, yeah, let's, take everything into consideration, and where could I put this that it would just be awesome? Well, I found an awesome spot, which then led to, this is going to create a mess. So it almost needs its own little platform. So I had a little 6-8 inch tall platform, which is basically is nothing more than a deck, just a wood deck built. That little, I think it's like 8 foot deep, 10-12 foot wide kind of thing. Then it was like one thing led to another, and it was like, well, if I'm gonna have this, I mean, it really needs to work, so I need the tub needs to be able to, you need to be able to turn it on and make water. The shower needs to work, so like I need to run water to the deck. So that was the next thing. I dug a little trench and ran water to it. I mean, I've been working on this for months now, just months. Which then that led to a new thing, a new problem. I was like, well, so I got a shower, and so I got a tub. I mean, it seems like, if this was really an outdoor kitchen, you'd have like a little sink, So guess what? I found a crappy, beat up sink. Then I found a little end table for $25 at a flea market. Bought it, put some little wood slats on it, cut a hole, put the sink in, and hooked up a hose. So, then I started thinking about, I looked at the set, and I'm like, it's just lacking. It's lacking, It's something it's missing. So I was like, I know, it needs a wall of water. I need to be able to flip a switch and have like maybe a piece of PVC that's running way up high across, real high up on the 12 or so feet in the air, with a bunch of holes drilled in it. That water would come squirting out the holes. It would almost be like rain coming down over the whole thing. And I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea. So I made that and connected that to the system, So then I look back, and I'd bring the camera out, and I'd take a few pictures, and I'd try different things. And, it's like no matter what I did, I kept saying to myself, man, it's just lacking something, And then it hit me that I needed a chandelier. And of course, the ultimate would be for the chandelier to flip a switch and it would drip water. And so sure enough, I found this crappy $20 chandelier with, half the wires missing and all that stuff. And I bought it, rigged up a little piece of PVC across the bottom of it, spray painted it gold with some black flecking, and so it looks antique-y. And siliconed around it, found a fitting. Sure enough, I had fittings that would connect it to a hose. You flip a switch and don't go figure, but it squirts water. So this whole crazy set is working now. And this whole week, I've been photographing people on it. I put it out on Facebook. I took a picture of it and put it on Facebook that I needed models to help me see if this was gonna be all that or not. And sure enough, I mean, I got people coming out of the woodwork. I still today, I mean, it's been over a week, that post has been there. I'm still getting people constantly, you know, can I be your model? Can I be your model? Can I be your model? And I'm only shooting like 4, 5, 6 shots of these people. That's it. Trying my best to make everything different. Of course, people look different, you know, so the images look different. But this, I hope, really turns into something spectacular. I hope it creates tons of talk, and it will, because, I mean, you know, who does high school seniors wet, you know? It's one thing to be underwater. It's another thing for water to be dripping on them. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying like everything I could come up with to come up with things that scream, I'm the cool guy. And so this has been one of them. So I don't know. Hope y'all like this idea. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.